Hello again there, Star Wars The Clone Wars action figure fans and customizers. This is another custom action figure feature. This time it's actually a 4-part custom action figure feature. I decided to do this video on my Clone Wars style Delta Squad, kind of partially in tribute to the Sisters of the Night, or Sisters of the Mist, or Witches of the Mist episode, I should say, that aired a week and a half ago. Delta Squad was featured, and I was very excited about that. I'm a big fan of the Republic Commando novels, and I made this Clone Wars style Delta Squad back over the past summer. I want to say I made them back in July. It was a while ago, and it took quite a bit of time to make them, and I just want to show some of my work here to you. So I'm going to go through each one. I guess I'll start with Scorch, since he's standing right here in the front. All of these figures are made from a Echo body, which I was able to collect a lot of Echoes over the summer, because all over the summer the Clone Wars figures were on clearance, and so you were able to get them for $5, and there was a lot of Echoes around back then. So I just went out and kind of just bought them for customs, and that's how I ended up getting enough figures to do all of these. Alright, there's a lot to talk about here, so I want to go ahead and get started. So here's Scorch, and his weapon is hand-built from other pieces of other weapons, and you will notice he has a lot of extra ammo pouches and things around his waist. Those are all taken from, he even has a grenade there, or a thermal detonator I should say, from cut up G.I. Joe web gear and different parts from different lines. Mostly it's from G.I. Joe. I collected a lot of 25th anniversary figures back in 2008, 2009, and ended up with doubles of a lot of figures, so I was able to collect enough extra things. He has modified gauntlets here. These are taken from, I believe it's Jango Fett, some of my old Jango Fett collection from Attack of the Clones line. His backpack is custom built from G.I. Joe parts and other such parts. There's some Star Wars parts in there. Honestly, I can't really remember all the parts that I used because it was so long ago that I made it. But I think they're mostly G.I. Joe parts. And then this was an old G.I. Joe Captain Gridiron backpack, and I just put a peg on it and drilled a hole in the back of him. I'm going to give you a nice view. Let me turn my other light on here, of him, 360. And you can get a look at him. He's got a lot of weathering, a lot of battle damage, of course, Republic Commando, so that makes sense. And I'm thinking about repainting all of their T-slits and making a lighter blue, because I think this blue is a bit too dark. And then the last thing is, when I painted him, I went ahead and gave him some scars on his face. We've never really seen, as far as I know, a photo of Scorch without his helmet, but based on his backstory and everything, I thought perhaps he would have some scars there. So that's Scorch. Really like that one. I'm going to do Boss next. He was actually the last one that I made, and he's from an Echo body. I had to custom mix this paint. I did not have an orange. I had to use a yellow and a red. He's got a sidearm right there. His weapon is custom made from a Clone Wars DC-15 handle with a, I believe this is an attachment for a battle android trooper from the old Valor vs. Venom line that I cut up. His backpack I haven't finished yet. I have to go back and repaint it and everything and decorate it, and I just haven't got around to it. But he's got dual sidearms there. And that's pretty much it. Let me give you a good one more 360. A lot of battle damage, a lot of weathering on him. And I'll show you his head. He's just got a regular clone head there. Actually, he's got I gave him a Sergeant Slick head because I figured Boss maybe would have a high and tight. So that's it on him. The next one is Fixer, and he's actually made from, I believe his body is a Echo, but his helmet is from Denal. I know it's not an Echo body. It's a little bit, I mean an Echo helmet, and his head's a little bit wider. I got a Rex head on him, and I plan on painting his head to differentiate a little bit, and I just never got around to it. So lots of weathering on him, and give you a nice view all the way around. Extra pouches on him again. Boss had a lot of extra pouches on him. I didn't get to show you that. Let me go back for a second. A lot of extra pouches on Boss. He's really ready to go there. Alright, and there's Fixer, and I gave him a comlink, or a data pad I should say, because he's a slicer, so he would have one. And I did not get finished with his backpack, but it's all custom made. I tried to make it as accurate as possible. I plan on going back and repainting that very soon, actually. So that's Fixer. And I saved Sev for last. He's one of my favorites of the Republic Commandos. And also he was the funnest to paint, because his paint job is so loose and gruesome. It makes it more fun, of course. He's got custom gauntlets here. Oh yeah, Boss has custom gauntlets too. I forgot to mention that. I don't remember where I got that part from a weapon or some sort. That I think I took off a DC-15 rifle and modded it so it looked kind of like a vibroblade attachment or something. This is from a Jango Fett. This is DC-15 modified again. He does have an Echo body and helmet. He's got a lot of big, huge, heavy pouches there. Backpack is unpainted. I do have the little thing that comes over his shoulder there. I just gotta finish painting it. It's primed, it's just not painted. And then, yeah, I'm going to give you a good once over on his paint job there. He's pretty cool. And then I'll give you he's just got a regular clone head on there. I would think Sev would actually not have any hair and maybe some scars and stuff, so if I get another extra chopper figure, I might swap his head out. But right now that's it on that. His weapon, the only thing that's missing from this weapon so far is it needs a scope, and I just never got around to adding a scope to it. But that's his DC-17 with sniper rifle attachment, and I'll be adding a scope onto that later. So anyhow, that's going to do it for my custom action figure feature on Delta Squad. I'm really happy with the way these guys turned out. I plan on making a custom base for them like I did my Omega Squad. I'll be doing a video on my Omega Squad next, so stay tuned for that. And definitely if you like this video, if you like the figures, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe to my channel, because there'll be lots more of this stuff to come. And I think that's going to do it for this video. So until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye-bye.